I,
They're not logged in because Zoom wasn't on it, but it is now.
we're good.
All right. I'd like to call this meeting to order tonight. Secretary, will you lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Secretary, you call the roll, please.
Diana Knapp,
Here.
Dan Chubb,
Here.
Brian Davis, here. Jen Goldhahn,
No.
absent. Ruth Griffey,
Here.
Mary Kemper, absent. Chad Mowry, here. Matt Nelson, here. Neil Tate, absent. Solicitor Lee Dalton,
Here.
Dr. Sterner,
Here.
Dr. Myers,
Here.
Justin Peart, here. And thank you to our visitors in the audience.
Thank you, Brian. Next up on the agenda is public comment. Is there any public comment for this evening? All right. Thank you. Moving along. Next item on our agenda is discussion. Is there something that we wanted to bring up for discussion with on here? Agenda, okay. Moving on to approval of minutes. The first item to be voted on is the June 17, 2025 regular meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I got a first and a second. Is there any further discussion on the approval of the minutes from last 2 months ago? All right, there's no further discussion. This is a roll call vote. All those in favor of the motion, unless I hear nay or abstain. Motion carries. Next, we're going to move on to financial reports. We have A, B, C, D, and E for bill payable, general fund, capital fund, capital reserve fund, scholarship fund, and activities fund.
Motion to approve all of those letters.
Motion to approve A through F.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance be in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Next item is correspondence, which will be addressed later on the agenda. Moving on to reports and related action. We have none. Which brings us to administration reports. So we'll start with solicitor.
Nothing to report this month.
All right, thank you very much. Next, Dr. Stern.
All right, good evening, everybody. It's good to see all of you again. It seems like it's been a little bit of a time lapse since we've seen each other in June. You all look rested and ready to roll for the start of the school year. I see some smiles. That's a good sign. Just a couple updates for you. So first of all, I'm really excited as a superintendent to start this school year. Starting here in December in the middle of the year was kind of weird because I didn't get to meet everybody and kick off the beginning of the school year. So I have been waiting for this for months to actually be able to start the school year here at Bermudian Springs and just celebrate the start of a school year with everybody. I do have a couple updates. Next week, we're welcoming 261 professional staff and support staff members back to school. Like, we're ready to roll. We do have our opening day planned with many in-service time opportunities, which Dr. Myers will share with you here in just a bit. I am happy to say that we do know that the start is here because Dr. Myers and I just came back from our kindergarten back to school night, which was great, very well attended at our elementary school. We got to see a ton of parents, very excited kindergarten students that really, I think they were hoping school started tonight. So all of our kindergarten teachers were there, along with Dr. Kersey and Mr. Murphy and some other teachers there supporting the families that are coming in for kindergarten back to school. Next week, we'll have other events for the high school and middle school and elementary school as far as welcoming other parents back into the school year and along with our students. If you didn't have the opportunity, something that we do here that is very unique to Bermudian Springs is we allow our seniors to design their own parking spots if they wish. So when you pull into our campus and you look over at the admin building and the high school, if you see all that color from a distance, I really urge you to take some time to just drive over there. I am beyond impressed with what our seniors have created. They come up with an idea and design that gets approved by high school administration before they do it. But they had been out there in the heat. Some of them were getting some really good ideas of bringing like canopies to work under. But this is a really big deal. We see parents coming in, dropping food and drinks off to their kids, and then they leave as they're out there designing. But very, very creative and something that I highly recommend you take some time to check out. And then my last thing is our fall sports are underway. We had heat conditioning for our student athletes just to get acclimated with the heat and getting back into being outside for our activities. And everybody's looking great and looking happy and very sweaty. So we are excited for this season. I'm looking forward to a great season in all of our sports. That concludes my report.
Great. Thank you very much.
Hi, just a couple of things. Yep, just a couple of things to add. So last week, we welcomed, on Monday was our new staff orientation, and we had about 10 new staff members here on campus where they just received information, their technology. They met with BSEA and had lunch and met with building principals just to kind of go over some general information. And then on Tuesday, we hosted our not the first, but in a long time, we've kind of revamped our new teacher induction. So when we have new staff, some staff members come to us and have already been through Pennsylvania's induction program and prior school districts don't require induction, but typically brand new teachers or teachers coming from out of state have to meet certain requirements under PA code within that induction program. As a county, we worked together as assistant soups and with our instructional specialists and coaches throughout the districts, and we're able to kind of revamp and create an induction that we're really excited about this year, where teachers across the county will have multiple opportunities to be able to collaborate with each other. So when you have small districts and you're the only first grade teacher, it can be really hard to really develop a full understanding of what that first grade year might look like. And so now we have groups of teachers, K through 2 bands and 3 through 6 bands, where they can really work together throughout the school year to just understand what teaching looks and sounds like for someone who's brand new. So really excited with a huge success that day. We ended our new staff induction on Thursday. Yep, Thursday of last week, and actually had an opportunity to take Dr. Cerner along with us, where we took a bus ride. We've been really fortunate. I have to give a shout out to Peter's Orchards, to New Horizon, and to Lucky Us Farm. They have, for several years now, welcomed their new staff to their businesses, and they've really, again, just kind of provided a warm welcome, shared some information and some history about the district, and oftentimes our teachers have walked away with, I think, fruit baskets and coffee and all the things. So just a really great way for them to see the district as a whole. We certainly are unique, but then also be welcomed in a really warm way. So that's been a really great partnership. Additionally, this summer and later in the agenda, we did meet as a SERA committee and are really excited about the opportunity to approve this ELA and science curriculum draft frameworks that we're going to continue to work on and further develop this school year under the direction of Dr. Wales. He has been super busy this summer, really helping with developing our PD and curriculum plans this school year. He's been such a great addition and has accomplished a tremendous amount in such a short amount of time. We're really excited about the PD that we have planned next week and the choices and opportunities that our teachers will have to either continue to expand and develop our curriculum or further their own professional learning goals on their own with a self-guided plan. So next week, we welcome everyone back on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my days. On Tuesday, we welcome staff back, and we have this year again, just really happy to have 3 full days. That fourth day is what we call a swap day, but to have 3 full days with teachers, I think is going to be huge and create a space where they're not feeling as overwhelmed and crammed with information as they have in the past. So can't wait to get started next week. I think it's been a really productive summer, and we're looking forward to the start of the year.
Great, thank you. All right, moving on to the next agenda item, which is old business. We have 9. So moving on to new business. Next item vote on is personnel. There we have one, which is some resignations, and number 2 is granting of professional contracts. They have to be done separate, I think, for voting. But they're under 1, there's 3 of them. There's A, B, and C, and under 2, there's A, B, and C. So we'll do the first one. 1A, B, and C, resignations.
Motion to approve 1A, B, and C. Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance be in favor of the motion, unless I hear any abstained. Motion carries. Next is A2, A, B, and C.
Motion to approve 2A, B, and C.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance be in favor of the motion, unless I hear any abstain. Motion carries. Number 3, administration's recommending the employment of following support staff employees. And we have letters A through F.
Motion to approve 3A through F.
Second.
We have first and a second. Is there any further discussion on the support staff employees, A through F? All right, no further discussion. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Number 4. Work for board approval, with the list of substitute nurses and substitute support staff for the 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve 3A through F.
4.
You're on
Yep.
4.
Yep, it's okay. So you want to,
Motion to approve 4. I missed that one.
that's all right, thank you.
Second.
We have first and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance being poured in favor of the motion, unless they're here nay or abstain. Motion carries. Number 5, administration's requesting approval for teacher mentor, the 2025-26 school year. That's number 5.
Motion to approve 5.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion, unless they hear a nay or abstained. Motion carries. Next is number 6. Requesting board approval for the following list of employees for the teachers of Eagles Academy for the 25-26 school year. Again, this is number 6.
Motion to approve 6.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion about teachers for Eagles Academy? All right, if there's no further discussion. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance report in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or an abstain. Motion carries. Number 7, requesting board approval to rescind a few extracurricular contracts this upcoming year.
Move to approve 7.
Second.
All right, we have a motion to approve 7A and B. Any further discussion? This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance report in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Number 8, administration's requesting board approval for extracurricular contracts for the 25-26 school year, and this is A through F.
Move to approve A through F.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Is there any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Next is number 9. Administration's recommending approval for the district athletic game help for 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve 9.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Is there any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will record in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or an abstain. Motion carries. Number 10. Administration's requesting board approval for the list of volunteer coaches for the 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve 10.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? All right. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will report in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. All right, that finishes the personnel section. Everything under A. So now we're moving to B. We'll start with the cafeteria fund budget. This is for the approval for the 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve B.
Second.
We have a first in 2 seconds. Pick one. Is there any further discussion? All right. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance record in favor of the motion, unless they hear nay or abstain. Motion carries. Moving on to C, capital reserve fund budget. Again, this is for the approval of the capital reserve fund budget for 2025-26 school year.
Move to approve C. Second.
We have a first and a second. Is there any further discussion? Any questions? All right. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance report in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Letter D. Next is the bus and van driver approval for E&B Transportation, the School Express. This is, of course, for the 25-26 school year.
Move to approve D.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? All right. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Letter E, 25-26 school bus routes. And this is the routes for the high school, middle school, elementary school for the 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve E.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Is there any further discussion? All right. This is a roll call vote. The motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Next is letter F. So this is approval for the non-public transportation contracts for 25-26 school year. We paid 70 cents, $70 per mile.
70 cents.
70 cents. I would say it's expensive, $70. That's 70 cents per mile by the IRS. And that's there's 5 names on there. So F and then 1 through 5.
Motion to approve F 1 through 5.
Second.
We have first and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is the roll call vote. All those in attendance will record in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Moving on to G. This is the ELA curriculum framework that we were talking about earlier. This is approval for that adoption of the framework, the 25-26, well, actually going forward.
Motion to approve.
We have a first. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will record in favor of the motion, unless I hear a name abstain. All right, motion carries. Next is letter H, the science curriculum framework. Again, this is adopting this framework moving forward.
Motion.
Second.
We have a first.
I'm gonna motion. You can second.
Okay, we have a motion for letter H. First and a second. Is there any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance record in favor of the motion unless I hear a name or abstain. Motion carries. Is that me?
No.
Oh. Real quick, I want to take a pause. I want to say thank you to the SERA committee with Jen, Ruth, Chad, Dr. Myers and her team and everything you did. I know you spoke earlier about it and everything, but all the hard work put in to come forward. It's nice to see the fruits of the labor and that. So again, congratulations and thanks for all the hard work.
And we're excited to, so after the official approval, the way that we have published math on the website, ELA and science will also be published.
Okay.
So it'll be accessible and everyone will have the opportunity to see it in the same way that we've seen math from the last school year.
Great, well, thank you.
Mhm.
And Chad and Ruth, you guys are here, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Jen, I know you're out there in ether. Thank you. Next, letter I, ProCare Therapy Service Agreement. And this is an enter agreement with ProCare to provide part-time speech language services to our middle school and high school students as need basis. 25-26 school year.
Motion to approve I. Second.
We have a first and a second. Is there any further discussion? Letter I. All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance record in favor of the motion unless I hear a nay or an abstain. Motion carries. Moving on to letter J, license agreement. This is between the district and Adams County Head Start regarding the use of district elementary school building throughout the 25-26 school year.
Move to approve.
Second.
First and a second. Any further discussion or questions?
I have a question. This agreement, it is yearly, so we'll have to renew it each year. And is the expectation that we do foresee this being an ongoing thing that could go on for many years? Or
We hope so.
that's the expectation is we hope it to go
As long
on
as
3
they have
years.
students and we have space, it'll come down to space and making sure that we can prioritize them. But in the event that we were to run out of space, they understand that they would no longer be able to
Right,
run
That's,
the
yeah, right.
program. Mhm.
I have no follow-up. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, any other further discussion or questions? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance report in favor of the motion, unless I hear a nay abstain. Motion carries. Next is going to be the new Story School agreement. And this request of approval enter into agreement with the new Story Schools for the 2025 school year. A motion for approval for K.
Motion to approve, K.
Second.
Are we a first and a second? Any questions or discussion? I will turn it over to Dr. Sterner because we talked ahead of time and he wants to speak about this a little bit.
Sure. I just wanted to inform you just of this type of an agreement. I know as a board, we don't want to retroactively approve any agreements or contracts. But when we have specific students that come to us that have special needs to the point we can't accommodate their needs within this setting, within Bermudian Springs, there are going to be times where we do need to look at alternate placements for those students. Oftentimes we don't have time on our side as far as knowing when we're going to have those students enroll. So there are going to be times where a student's going to enroll in between board meetings or it's not the timing of it's not going to be perfect. So what you're going to see when we have these placements, which we don't have many of them, they may not say that the placement starts on the board meeting night, meaning that's when we typically approve agreements and the agreements start on the evening or after the evening of your vote. Depending on the placement or the organization that we're using, they go as a year. So their contract is from the beginning of the school year to the end of the school year. So you might see that in front of you. This one does not mimic that, but you could. That does not mean that you're retro approving the agreement. What you're saying is we now have a student that is going into that program and you're approving that placement of the student. But the date won't change because they will only be placed there within that year. And then if they're going to stay there, then we would renew that agreement the following school year.
And you're only paying for the time when the student's enrolled. So it's a full year contract, but only the time that the student's enrolled at whatever school, like this new story.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions or discussion with regards to what Dr. Service and what's on motion? This vote. Going once.
I guess, can you, it didn't explain, it just.
I was
you-
waiting. I saw it.
I know,
I saw
I
it.
know. But it was, the wheels were turning, so. Can you just, in general, explain the type of services that news story
give me
provides?
Sure. So News Story is a pretty intensive program. And what they typically deal with is more of the emotional side and the emotional support that a student might need that we can't provide that intensive support here within the school district. So that's why when you're looking at alternate placements, it's a better placement. They have more staff that are specialized than we would. An example would be like ProCare. We do have a full-time speech teacher here. However, her caseload is way larger than she can do. So then we will outsource or we'll partner with like a ProCare. News Story is the same way. We have services here. However, we can't provide them and meet the needs because we don't have the staffing and the specialization to do that. But it's our responsibility to find a placement for that student that can meet the needs.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Sure.
Any other questions or discussion for letter K? All right, if not, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion unless I hear a nay or an abstain. Motion carries. Next item is other business. Is any other business be brought before the board? Dr. Stern has one.
Yeah, just an announcement. A person I wanted to recognize, and he just so happens to be here this evening, sitting behind you, Mr. Ty Peel, which is our software application specialist that you approved earlier or towards the end of the school year. So he has hit the ground running this year, and he was here tonight, obviously, to get you set up with your iPads. But I have to take this time, and I know Dr. Myers and Justin will definitely agree. He has been exceptional for our school district from the second he stepped in here to where he is now. He came in from the business sector, so education is a bit different for him, but he was tasked with rolling out almost 2,000 devices. And when I say rolling out, if you have any experience in that, it's not just turning it on and handing it to a student. And I do want to just point out this one funny thing about Ty was, if you do recall over the summer when we lost power for 3 days, if you do recall that, the expectation was that he could work from home or he didn't have to be here. Well, I came in that day and was working like on iPad stuff, getting that ready, never asked him to come in. And I opened the door to this pitch black room because remember, we have no electric. And he is reading serial numbers into his phone. So it's dictating it onto a spreadsheet with his flashlight on, looking at all these iPads. He was never asked to do that. He did that because he knew it needed to get done and it was the right thing to do. It just goes to show Ty's dedication to our students here at the school district. And we would not be where we are right now without him. But our devices are ready. We've increased and enhanced our process of deployment for our devices. I am confident to say that all our devices are now inventoried. They are all asset tagged, which means that we can scan them and tell whose they are. We now, like when a student grabs an iPad or a teacher, their name is on the screen, which we didn't have before. So we are definitely taking the investment that you agreed for us to do, taking it seriously, and Ty has been spearheading that. And I just wanted to take this time to personally thank Ty for all his hard work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Welcome for, on the board, and everything we do.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate you.
Drinking out of a fire hose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really nice. Anything else? Any other board members? Sir on this side, Diane, you have anything, or
No, Brandon?
Brian, you good?
No.
Ruth, Chad, Matt? All right. Well, I have one more announcement before we adjourn. We're going to be going into executive session with legal advice. And with that being said, we are adjourned. Thank you.